It's a clean ass song, bro. There's the real track right there. Hold on. I get excited about Final Fantasy. Hold on. Buenos noches, mi amigos. ¿Cómo andamos? I'm feeling great. I am 24 hours. I'm not even that. I'm about 5 hours away from being 42 years old. And that's why I say I'll see you at 42, but also the price, huh? Check out that track, bro. It gets better and better as you go. If you know it, you know it. Get at me. Bros, they don't make music like this anymore. For a lot of us, we listen to this in 16-bit. Final Fantasy 2 and 3 on the Super Nintendo. Forever. Just amazing. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth. No financial advice. I'm Zen over here, guys. I'm Zen. Good evening, Marantz. Hope you had a wonderful, blessed, and divine guided day. You know, it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing to be on this ride with you guys, this journey through GameStop. And I don't know where I'd be without you guys. Hey, Mind Games, I really appreciate all the kind words you say on your videos. It means a lot to me. No problem, man. You're great. You know, I know there's a handful of you. A big handful. You guys make content. You guys talk about the stock. You guys talk about your life. And I just want to support you along the way. Like you guys have supported me over the last 4 years in this investment, over the last 3.5 years on YouTube. My life is complete. I've had a hell of a run. It's not over. But we know how green we are. We know how right we are. And I'm blessed to have been born and raised in the days of video games, RPGs. If you guys do not know what RPGs are, those are role-playing games where you play the role and you learn how to read a storyline and you make decisions and you collect items. And the music gets great. I don't think there's a better soundtrack than Final Fantasy. I challenge you. I came here to dance. I came here to put you in a trance. I came here to enhance. I came here to romance. Is there any other words that I could rhyme? Is that you standing there in a buffalo stance? Oh, baby. You like to wear pants? The internet's most hated. Marantz Rantz. Attendance taking time. For all of you out there that don't buy the stock and you just prance, we get it. You missed out. You missed out on $10 a share. You missed out on 11. You missed out on 12. You missed out on 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. You missed out on 17. You know what? Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night we dust it off, baby. Let me tell you something, guys. Oh, hey, they don't call him Mr. Vance for nothing. It's Marantz Rantz. You have one last chance. Get your shares when you can.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Giving you what you need. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I see the markets that sell off when you're not around. I get it. Guys, they call him Marantz. That's the way it goes. Guys, I can really rhyme every word of the dictionary with this damn thing. That's the way it works. Hey, guys, listen up. I see the money transfer back. I see it come out of small caps. That's okay. And we know this because IWM was down. And in addition to that, I also saw Bitcoin go up to $93,000. And right now it's at 90 plus. Shout out to Bitcoin. For all you guys out there trying to run with it, good luck running as heavy as it is. Me personally, I just buy GameStop. And the best part about GameStop is it's going up and to the right. You guys know this. I actually made up this song, this phrase, everything you can think of on my own. Because I feel these markets are going to go up and to the right for every which way. And then you look at GameStop and you go, there's no way. There's no way they can stop you. Do you guys see this curl up position here? Let me zoom in for you here. I know we see all this. You see all this? This is going to be the biggest, the bestest. Look at this. Oh, yeah. All of the bullishness you see curling around GameStop. How many indicators do you see on the daily chart that are going green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, babe. 12. The 12th man is you. That's what it is, guys. Check it out. It's GameStop peaking up past the point that was. Now, at 28.22 today, that tells you this stock is healthy. Now, it came all the way back down, retracted some in the after hours, 26.40, but that doesn't matter. You guys saw the headlines, and I know people are scared about this one, about Vanguard having a significant position in GameStop, a bigger position than Ryan Cohen now. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, let's just stop the nonsense. Let's stop the scariness. Now listen, Ryan Cohen can't buy shares right now. He's in a window that he's locked. Whenever you're 45 days within earnings and or 45 days after, he can buy. He can't buy it before earnings because he has non-publicly traded information. That non-public information, he cannot trade off of that. But he's on the inside. That's why, right? So now when we look at Ryan and we see what GameStop's doing, maybe he wants to increase his position. Maybe. But if you don't know how the actual index works and how most people have a position, if you guys are not aware, Vanguard announced that they had additional shares bought on GameStop, millions and millions of shares. Now, we posted in the Discord and we went over it. Here's why I want to talk about it. Guys, the way the index works, and just so you guys are aware, they have to have a certain allotment of shares based off of your market cap. When your market cap goes up, those institutions have to buy more of your company and your stock. GameStop flirted at $4 to $5 to $6 billion for a long time last year. This quarter, they increased. If you're not familiar, GameStop went ahead and increased their share offering of 120 million shares, and they raised almost $4 billion. Well, $3 billion, what they raised, $3.4 billion, and now they're sitting at around 4.6, 4.8 billion. And I think it's going to go past $5 billion after quarter four. But by them increasing their market cap all the way up to $12 billion, $11 billion, Vanguard has to increase the amount of shares they own. They actually have to go in there and buy more shares because the allotment deems that. Now, not only does it do that, the float, the percentage of the float is one thing they want to buy into, but I think Vanguard sees it the way I do. It's a great investment. But it's more than that. What really comes down to is Vanguard and BlackRock tend to own every single security on the open market because they loan out their shares. They make a bulk of their money by loaning out shares to institutions, and therefore those shares then get shorted. And this is why we tell you it's really tough when you lock up all your shares in DRS, well, then the stock becomes illiquid, right? GameStop now dilutes their float X amount of shares. What do you have back to the stock? You have liquid again. It's just liquid and liquid and liquid. And if they were to buy back shares and or tighten up the mark again, or people keep DRS in shares, then it's going to get tight again. It's going to be this desert. It's going to be the Sahara. But you know what? Beyond that, guys, this damn stock, when it does go that dry and it gets bone dry and we get to the end of the Dorito, it goes like a Volkswagen squeeze, like out of this world squeeze. So I want to show you guys something pretty cool, man. Here we go. So this is GameStop on the weekly chart. Now, as you can see, GameStop broke down. It had 1, 2, 3 actual frames on the stock itself. 3 frames that it goes up on those triangles, and you're going to see this here. 1, 2, almost 3-ish. And when I say 3-ish, it's because it was diluted and suppressed. In the pre-market, it went all the way past that point, went way up here to $80-something, okay? But you still had the movement of the giant candle. It took off from $9.95 all the way to the moon. That's what it did before, right? Now we dilute, we raise capital, great rinse and repeat, because we know you have to run again. We're going to get to the end of this triangle. Now, this triangle is a little different than the previous one because everything's accelerated at this point. The acceleration is this. More people own GameStop than ever before. That also means more people are not selling GameStop. Listen, this whole 3.5 years of holding the stock from here, from the price point, push all the way down, just to get pushed up, and then you want to take it all the way down. Well, guess what? It's going to get pushed up again and taken down. Pushed up, taken down. It's going to be rinse and repeat, and we're going to walk your happy ass all the way to $500 a share, all the way to $2,000 a share. There's no stopping it. We know there's no stopping it. There's no dilution coming to you. There's been no catalyst announced, and yet GameStop went from $9.95 all the way to $26.46. Oh, you guys think there was a catalyst here? Let's look at this again. Let's look at this stock again. $9.95 to $26.46. Somebody has to get very excited about this bullish pennant. But beyond getting very excited about the bullish pennant, tell me what GameStop announced. Other than cash that they actually raised off of the offering of that, why is GameStop up from $9 to $26? Some people try to tell me it's Roy and Kitty. I haven't seen Roy and Kitty in months, maybe a half a year. Roy and Kitty doesn't get me to buy more shares. I buy shares because of the fundamentals of the company, and they look spectacular. Did you not see the PSA graded partnership? Did you see the Raptor 8? Did you see the Candy Con controllers? Did you see the little Ninja Turtle figurines that they're selling? That's also private label. They literally are running the bankroll right now. I saw Vantage Point, the trademark that they pushed out for, but we're talking about margins, and we're talking about profit, and we're talking about victory. Right now, you're winning. You're about 2.5x on those investments from just last year. Moving forward, we're going to take off from this point right now. So to go up 3 clicks from here, 1, 2, and 3, we're in a whole different realm. We're $150 to $300 a share. That's where you're going to be. That's the run. That's the craziness. And guess what? I hope GameStop dilutes again. I hope they raise more capital, because every time they raise capital, it just tells the shorts that they either have to become longs, they have to give in, they have to buy in, and they have to run it all the way to the moon. Marantz, what's your take on the Vanguard acquisition? Accumulation or just holding off their ghostly shorts? No ghostly shorts. It doesn't work that way for Vanguard. Vanguard has a position in every single company, okay? At $22.50, that's a purchase of $166 million. Leapfrogs, listen, they bought 740,000 shares, right? Practically nothing in the grand scheme of it all. On the huge, I mean, think about how many shares that is. Over here, you have millions and millions and millions of shares. And when you really want to see how they're going to push it out, they have a little bit more than Ryan Cohen. Ryan Cohen can't buy shares right now, but he can buy shares when this thing goes. And you announce Q3 numbers, great, but Ryan has to know what I know. He knows what you know. If you know this channel, Ryan literally went ahead and knows that GameStop is going to make a profit of over $200 million for the year. They're going to have net cash of over $200 million more dollars cash. They're going to be peaking, guys. $250 million a year on profits, $5 billion in the bank. No corporate debt, the greatest leadership team in the world. They got you, they got me, and they got infinity. It's like that for GameStop, guys. If people don't know the difference, they're just going to be missing out. Yo, what's up, Marantz? Temecula in the house, holding 1,800 now, just waiting on our turn. Yeah, I hear you, E. Andrade. I'm waiting on my turn too, but my turn's a little different than yours. I'm walking. I'm doing okay. I'll be walking and talking, doing fine with this. But I just want to thank, again, I want to give a shout out to people who support the channel. I want to tell you, thanks again. I saw folks here right when we walked in. I see you guys now, and I see all the likes and the current views. So I just want to say thank you, guys. Like, subscribe, do your thing. I'm live every night. I try to be, or live every day. I try to be. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to grind, and I'm trying to tell you just how great this stock is. As of right now, I just saw Bitcoin fall below $80,000, $90,000, so it hit $89.90. It's rushing in there, but which is still a good thing. I'm busting in my pants over GameStop. You know, it's kind of crazy, Shy, that most people should be excited about it if they're looking at the chart that we look at, right? So this is the chart I see. Let me go look at some other things before we keep going on with this. I do want to tell you that the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, did come out relatively high, as in it stayed flat. It did not go down. A 3-month run of it being flat across the board. No decrease in inflation, meaning inflation is still real. It's prevalent. It's still here in the markets. And you're going to have to go and lower basis points. If you don't do it in December, you're going to have to go and lower the interest rates come January. If that's the case, guys, we're still trending on the line that these earnings are going to take a hit. The market itself is going to readjust. And then by the time January hits, January, February, March, April, huge sell-off on this market because they have to show their profits, and that could benefit GameStop as well. GameStop's at a price point right now where it's hard to cover, hard to leverage. And I tell you this only because I've been invested for years on GameStop. And the leverage could very well be crypto. It could be Nvidia. It could be Carvana. It could be a lot of things you see. But it's not a coincidence that the push down on GameStop at times it's in sync with the push down on broader markets and or cryptocurrency. So I look at it from a whole different standpoint. I saw the market sell off. It's kind of a dead giveaway. I'm going to show you my market watch list, and we're going to talk about this. We're going to walk it down. First, let's walk up and down, and let's look at CVS. CVS is a terrible company. It's going bankrupt, lost 50% of their actual wealth. I don't care who got hired as a CEO. There's nothing private equity here. Now, private equity, two forms of private equity, okay? VCs, venture capitalists versus the other VC, vulture capitalists. So the vultures, they go ahead and they carve out assets, they tear apart companies from within via junk bonds, via placements on the board, and they do really bad things on companies. And I've seen it happen, for the last 50 years on the market. We call them out when we see it. CVS just happens to be one. VCs, firms, venture capitalists, they actually want to see the company succeed, and they try to do the best they can. But once they start hiring companies like the Boston Consulting Group, like any other, I would tell you, whenever you go into those offices, and if you work in corporate America, and there's a consultant sitting at the table, just know they're not your friend. They're looking there to revamp and cut out the fat that they can. I've been in that office with them. You know the movie The Office Space? I think that movie best depicts this, because they literally go, "Oh, you'd be good for this," and it's like some guy who just doesn't care. He's a slacker. He's like, "Hey, I wish they would do it. It's so refreshing. Look what he's saying." No, that's not true, bro. I went in there and I knew everything. I was like, "Hey, I sell this, I sell that. I'm worth this, I'm worth that," and they were like, "Yeah, you're too expensive. Bye." It was like that. So anyway, Qualcomm coming in at 160. As you know, Qualcomm fell off from the 229. Rumors of acquiring things that they can't afford, me personally. The rumor is that they're going to acquire Intel. I don't see it happening. SMCI still falling to the ground, guys. On the daily itself, gapped all the way down. This is the fourth largest customer of Nvidia for their chips. Super Microcomputer Inc., terrible name, as Kyoto would tell you, fell down below their levels of support from previous, and they've lost everything. They've lost all their market cap. They literally are down, it looks like, from 120 to here. So 80%, 85%, it's a terrible investment as of now. Their auditors quit on them and left the company, and that's Ernst & Young. If Ernst & Young's walking away from your company, you have some big explaining to do, Lucy. Big explaining. Microsoft, not at the top anymore, still running middle ground. Definitely lost 10% off the top. A lot of these companies lost the top half of their stock, but the whole market. Guys, when Microsoft is down 10% on the whole thing since July to now, that should tell you how outlandish these levels are for other companies. When the fourth biggest company in the world, third largest company in the world, is coming in and ticking down 10% within the intra-year high, and the SPY's at an all-time high? No way. No, it's somewhere. The money's hiding somewhere. Let's give an example here. Meta still pushing, yet Meta has already pledged $100 billion to AI and that infrastructure. I'm scared for you all, because how are they going to power that infrastructure? It's almost like the EV vehicle mindset. We can sell all the EV vehicles in the world. How are you going to charge the batteries? How are you going to make the roads ready for them? And can you implement these charge stations? You can't. Meta's no different. Meta's buying all the AI additional servers in the world and everything they can do, but they can't power them. They can't keep the power on, and that's the problem there. Root, not a fan of Root. Root's all the way down from 118 to here. Insider selling shares. This is round tripping at its finest via Carvana to here. This is private equity. This is terrible investment, certainly at this level at 75. When they get caught, when it all happens, I don't know. But it's just the way I see it. And yeah, I said it. Sue me later. I don't know, guys. I don't have much. I don't know what you guys want to get. But sure. Small float. You can manipulate it. Only 15 million shares. Easy to manipulate what's happening. Root via Carvana. Now, DJT. I know they played this on the election. It was a Trump run, Trump trade. It went all the way up to $54. People were buying it. People saw what it was. Right before the election, he wins. They pump it back up. And then now the complete drop-off. Why? There's only $1 million here. Literally $1 million worth of profits for last quarter, yet the market cap here is $6 billion. You guys got to miss me on all of this. I'll never get invested with this company. I don't care if they're manipulated short, whatever. I'm not chasing short dreams. I'm actually buying fundamentally sound companies, something like Alibaba. I like Alibaba. Now, China's a little different. China's different because China went ahead and printed money, and they said they were going to give out stimulus package. The stimulus package was $350 billion, not nearly enough for the issues that are happening via real estate in China. So you see something like BABA go all the way up to 117. If you're not aware, Ryan Cohen is a massive shareholder in this company, and he's up right now in his investment. But to go from 117 all the way down to 92, you're down around 15%. That's what that tells me. So keep tracking what you guys got going on. I don't mind it. You might even be down 20% if I'm not mistaken. But this is back to where it was, guys. Look at the weekly on this and tell me if this is not a cup, and then we'll come out with the handle, and then we'll push back up. They can really do it. They can get back up into the 200s, approaching 300. I know this is the COVID time frame, but hey, this is a great investment for some people. I was calling this at $70, saying this is a buy, and we got lucky. Intel fell off the face of the earth. They suspended their dividend, and now they're sitting on a handful of cash. They're inching up from 1851, but they still have a far way to go, about $5 more per share, just to get back to where they were before earnings. Not a fan, even though they have a partnership with the government. This is a company I'm a fan of. This is Palantir. Palantir's taken off. Is it going to keep going? Yes. I think it's going to keep going. I don't think it stops here. I think that has too much volume. 85 million shares traded back and forth on this company. And I know the float is $2.2 billion, but at $60 a share, introduced into the S&P 500 just a month ago, this is how this company is going to run. It's going to run because ETFs have to buy it now that it trades off the index. The larger it gets in actual market cap, to go from, $18 billion, $20 billion, all the way up to $138 billion. That market cap increase is just like what we're talking about for Vanguard. They have to increase the allotment of shares owned on this said stock. So it can keep going. This is why once you get into the S&P 500, it's over. It's on, it's up and running, and you're going to become a millionaire overnight. Certainly if you're in GameStop when he gets into the S&P 500. Now Tesla, this is the Trump trade right here. Trump wins the election. Everyone feels Tesla and the partnerships with Trump via Elon Musk, and the fact that we are going to be pro-China to a point for vehicles, but I see the tariff really settling in. I don't think people have really done their homework on what the tariffs are going to mean for European countries and Chinese companies as far as who's bringing in what. But if Trump is hard on China like everyone in Congress is, I don't care if you're in the House or the Senate, I think everyone has the same footprint. Certainly the Secretary of State being Marco Rubio, who is a bull for America versus China, I think he's going to keep it real. But that's a very key position. If you guys are not familiar with Barack Obama, his Secretary of State was Hillary Rodham Clinton, and it didn't help out for us because those partnerships, they're just not fruitful. You want to get paid for protecting the world. You want to get paid for having people in your theater. South Korea should be paying us, right? Bosnia should be paying us. Turkey should be paying us. Every country, Germany should be paying us wherever we're at. And we're going to find out just how much authority Trump wields once he's in there. Miniso Group Holdings, huge fan of this company. The balance sheet, everything they do. I've been huge on this, but look at this. It's just down, up, down, up, down, up. It's playing with you. For me personally, it's coming on the downside. You'll see this here, all these indicators, but this is still a company that I like. I liked it at 15, I liked it at 14, and I'll still like it at 17. I think they do well. I've seen the books on them, and it's all positive. It's relatively small float, and still just a tremendous upside. Only $5 billion with the market cap, yet they do really well. They're at a $4 book value. And go look at the price. You're getting 1/4 essentially. You're literally getting 1/4. It trades at 4x on book, so you're getting some equity within there. It's hard to find in retail, guys. Retail stocks are different. Chewy still pumping through the roof, guys. 34.19 on Chewy. Looks good, looks healthy. I know Chewy finally showing a profit. Chewy still up there in the $13 billion market cap. Chewy still doing its thing. It's 400 million shares. Me personally, I'm not a fan. I don't buy it. I don't care. But there are people out there that like it because on the price to book on Chewy itself is $28. Book on Chewy is $28. They have an infrastructure of fulfillment centers and freight and logistics, you name it. So at $28, what are you getting? You're getting straight book. It's a great value. It really is a great value. Some people can see the value, but it's all about wanting to lay in it. you want to be in it forever, then be in it forever. But it's going to take you time. If you look at the weekly chart, Chewy's at $32. They were once at $120 just 3 years ago. How do they ever get back to that? Maybe they get back to 59, 40. It's in this range. I know people have price targets on this at 47. Me personally, I'd like to see it hit $50, $60. But it's going to take time. It's going to take some earnings. And right now, I'm curious on a lot of things for pets, right? So they have this thing about pets, and they have, whenever they say CPI numbers, right? Consumer Price Index. It'll be about housing. It'll be about pets. And it'll be, there's another P out there, if I can't remember. It's P, your place, your housing, something. I can't remember, okay? All I'm going to tell you is this. The cost of living is infinitely higher today, and it's not getting lower. And there's going to be a cycle for renters where housing is going to cap. And this is what I mean. Right now, everyone's in the highest market for housing they've ever been. Housing is so high, it's dramatic. This is a renters, not a renter's market. This is your market if you want to rent your house. It's one of those things. There's not a single person in America, and I'll say this clearly, if you bought your home, let's just say you bought your house 3 years ago, 2 years ago, not a single person should lose their home. All they have to do is move out of their home. Take the money that you pay on mortgage, go put it into rent. Go rent a damn 2-bedroom apartment and go rent your home. Rent it out. You can't lose because the interest rates of 3 years ago dwarf what you're in right now. You're looking at 7 and 9 and 8, and the cycle of rent is so high. But those leases are going to be expiring soon. So either the housing market can have a reset, or we're still writing out these annual leases from rentals that they were in. Long-term leases, sure, but those annual rental fees that where I live, I mean, it's $4,000 a month. Easy. A given house will be $4,000 to $5,000. That's what you're going to pay. That's the rental fee right now. So until that cycles through and people don't come down from it, this is the housing market until then, okay? So I'm just letting you know this is why inflation's so high, because everything costs more. Rents cost more. Rents cost more, then everybody gets to charge more for everything because they all want to pay their own rent. Like, do you get it now? It's like a chain reaction. If my rent's $4,000, your rent's $4,000, guess what you're going to charge me when you come fix my toilet? Guess what you're going to charge me when I want to get my dog groomed? I mean, everything goes up because you're trying to pay your rent while I'm trying to pay mine. And what do we talk about EV vehicles? Everybody's renting. Where the hell am I going to hook up an EV vehicle charging station at an apartment? I can't. I can't refurbish it. I can't fix it. I can't even redesign it. That's not meant to have that infrastructure. There's so many pros and cons that way. Palantir took a look at their PE, no bueno, but has a number of contracts. Okay, you can't get fixated on PE right now when they're a growth company and they're still accumulating customers. And when people want to look at PE ratios, they should really look at value stocks. They should look at established companies, been around for X amount of years, and this is what they have: steady growth, 2%, 3%, and then boom, here's the value. That's not what you see. You see companies that are growing and maybe they're using some of that money, some of that cash, and to keep expanding. So their expenses won't be there. The leverage won't be there. The controllables won't be there. And that dictates what they get on SG&A. That dictates what they get versus their gross profit. A lot of things like that for companies, okay? And it's tough. Mike, do what you got to do. Oh, was Mike mad? What did Mike say? You guys went ahead and deleted him. There is no clear signal for what the hell? I'm in a sideline with cash right now. Good for you, man. Let the breakout. Oh, wow. Yeah, Mike, you deserve to get muted and not be here because no one's talking AMC. You should never talk AMC to me. I'll get to that stock eventually, but right now we're on Apple. Cool. Apple, killing it. Apple's the number one company in the world. I don't care what they tell me about Nvidia. When I walk around, all I see is Apple phones. All I see is Apple Watches. All I see are, AirTags and AirPods. That's what I see when I look around this world. So Apple's still doing great. I think it's a great buy at $225. I thought it was a good buy at any price level over the last 5 years, 6 years. The issue I have at $225, you're buying Warren Buffett's sold stock. Right? He went ahead and sold his shares into a run-up, and he made tremendous amounts of profit, and he no longer holds that company, the 40% that he held before. So who's buying at the top and who's going to hold it here? You're looking for minimal growth. You're looking for minimal turnaround. The forecast puts you there. The forecast puts you at like 30 30 on a PE ratio for Apple, that says a lot. That says a lot because what if they miss? I'm just asking you, what if you miss? You know, guys, there are some companies that rely on earnings. There are some companies that rely on social sentiment. GameStop's not a company that relies on earnings. GameStop is worth whatever the hell we say it's worth. Apple's not that way. Apple is a true indicator of a certain aspect of the economy. So it's different for me. 225 is tough. That's a tough buy for me. Even though I say it's a good buy, but look at this. You're buying the peak of it all. Over the last X amount of years, you're buying the peak. I can't justify it, and I won't. I want to know where's the retraction within the stock market. Where's the true correction for anything? Remember I told you every company is inflated more than 100%, 50%, and then they come scale down like Lululemon did. But some of these companies up and to the right, like this company here at 39.6 just 4 years ago, now at 39, 10x, guys. 10x on your money if you invested 4 years ago. You should be so thankful, be so happy. And Briar, if you were in this company, I would shake your hand, I would clap for you, and I would say congratulations. That's what I would tell you. Like you should be telling people. I told you about this one, Make My Trip. Make My Trip's no different. To go from $10 after the pandemic closed out and opened, and it ran up in 221, and then right here consolidated the whole way through. We saw the buy signals just a couple of months ago. I started paying attention. I saw it. I introduced it to you guys when it was around $70 and $80. And what did it do? It kept going, and it's still going. This company is a pretty damn good stock to buy. Small float, still pushing out, $11 billion of market cap, and no volume whatsoever. To have this type of price action with no volume, when I say no volume, guys, less than 1% of those shares trade in a given day. Amazon, you're buying the top. Be very careful. You're buying the top. I only say be very careful because Jeff Bezos sold off over almost $4 billion worth of shares. All the other insiders are selling. I'm not buying Amazon at the top. I don't care. I feel that you're in a bubble. I feel you're in an AI bubble, and I'm pretty good at judging what we see. You might see tremendous amounts of profit. Guys, this reminds me of 2007 right now. In 2007, the stock market was booming. Everybody was doing well. You were doing well. The numbers looked right. And right now, a kid working that doesn't pay attention to economics and or politics probably thinks he's making more money than he's ever made, and he's sitting there and he's getting ready to spend it on a $40,000 Acura TL Type S, on a $400,000 home that he can't afford, on a couple of girlfriends that he can't afford. And you know what that kid does? That kid takes a bath the minute the market gets reset because he doesn't understand why he doesn't have a job anymore. He doesn't understand what happened to the economy and or jobs or housing. He won't figure it out until it's too late. When he does figure it out, he's looking for another job. That's what you're going to see right now from Amazon. Amazon, you tell me why we had a V recovery on Amazon throughout 21 and 22 all the way up to 24. Did something happen that I missed? What happened in 22 other than a correction on the market itself? I'm waiting for another correction. That's what I'm doing. McDonald's. McDonald's has always been the true indicator of what's happening across the world because there's a McDonald's everywhere in the world. If McDonald's is suffering, families are suffering. The average shopper at McDonald's is a low-income shopper. And here you go. McDonald's came out with their earnings. They looked terrible, and they were there in July, June, and I told you, terrible, 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 all the way down to 240 something. Now we're up at 317, 300 flat. You're telling me I'm buying the top of McDonald's. I'll say I'll pass right now. I'll pass. And it's okay. I can't chase them all just like this. Gotta catch them all. Nvidia. Terrible. Criminals. When I see them, I know them, and I won't be doing it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Marantz isn't getting a Tesla not anytime soon. Okay? No, not at all. I'll never buy an electric vehicle. I'll never buy an electric vehicle. You're never going to see me stranded on the side of the road. I want an engine. I want a combustible engine. I want that power. I want that gasoline. I love the smell of oil in the morning. I love the smell of gas. I could just open up a generator and sniff it. Oh, man, it smells so good. I like that smell. I don't like the smell of EV vehicle batteries. They just smell like rotten eggs whenever they go out. All right, but here we go. Nvidia, can't buy it. I don't care. I can't buy this stock. This stock is so polluted and diluted. For it to have the swings it has, it makes 0 sense. The stock is sitting on 24.5 billion shares. 24.5 billion. This stock doesn't even trade 1% of their float on any given day, yet it goes up and down up and down. Look at this George W here. This is a George W. If you guys don't know, that is going to happen and split the stock apart, and it'll test the bottom. It'll stretch back out, and it'll go ahead and run again. So it's right there in front of you, and I'll show it to you now. This is what the stock did. It ran, up, ran, gone. Traditional George W formation. That's what it did on the weekly. Pay attention. You might be at the peak of it all at 150. I'm not taking the chance. Why would I put money into Nvidia at 150, 146, 149? Is it going to 300? Oh, it's not doubling anytime soon? It's not meant to. You're talking about a float of 24.5 billion shares. How much are you getting? Mind you, this stock only trades at $2 book. I'll say it again, $2 book. It trades at 61 times its book value. Why would you buy it? Guys, right here, McDonald's. McDonald's is trading, wow, it has a negative book value. Holy hell. Amazon. Amazon trades at 8 times? 8 times book. That's just crazy. Tesla, 15 times. Miniso Groups, 4x. That's what, and you see, 4x. Can GameStop get to 4x, bro? Can they just be fair to GameStop for once and get them to 4? Disney at $102, bro. Is about as good as it gets on Disney. Recovering, testing back, feeling good. It was in the shape of a castle for a long time. Then it came back and it's still building a new window. We'll see how it goes. I'm not a believer in Disney. I can't buy Disney just off of principle. I can't do it, okay? Koss. Koss has 0 options. If you guys are not familiar with this company, they make headphones. They actually have a deal where they're making matching colored headphones. This is KOSS. With the mod retro Game Boy that's coming out with GameStop, by the way. Another product. And another one. Oh, GameStop, looking healthy. So this stock only has 9 million shares. It can be manipulated overnight. I'm not a fan of it, never have been. But, of course, it runs when GameStop runs. Pretty weird the way it works. All right, semiconductors. This is a semiconductor ETF that tracks it. This is SMH. SMH, as it looks right now, is down almost 20%. It's almost 20% down. I'd call it 15 just for shits and kicks. And yes, from the peak of it all, for it to be down, I wonder what's going on with this market, considering the market's hitting all-time highs. It's hit 51 days of all-time highs this year already. So it's pretty telling. Technology sector, tech sector is actually peaking. The fact that it had an all-time high just last week. What are we pumping? What's going on? I'll never understand it. Another one, all-time high in the industrial sector. No. Healthcare, actually forming a bear pennant, coming down. And that's too bad because healthcare should be going up with baby boomers more in demand. We should be putting more money, infrastructure there. But, of course, private equity is involved. There we go. Consumer discretionary. Look at this nonsense. Get out of here. Next is going to be mining. What is this? Metals and mining. Guys, I get the number on gold. I really do. But metals and mining, somebody miss me with this, okay? Miss me with it. That's what I'm talking about. You see, this is the only one that makes sense, guys. This is XRT. This is the retail ETF, tracks retail stocks. So the whole economy is booming up and to the right. But for some reason, Americans are not shopping. Hold on. You mean we're all better off now? We have all this cash. It's just fruitful. It's running around. Everyone's up and to the right. Everyone's 401k is higher because the market's pumped. Everyone's private cash flow should be increasing. Yet retail is flat. There's zero consumer confidence. Certainly the election didn't help. And that whole time frame with the weekend that Bernie's president, you're in a lame duck session right now. So maybe when Trump appoints more people and more headlines come out and people understand who's going to be in charge of the country, maybe people get more excited about how they invest. But XRT is a true indicator of what the economy looks like, to be honest with you. Stagnant. Get the hell out of your financial sector. I can't I can't. This is all via the Trump trade right here. They feel Trump is going to lower regulations within the banks and allow them to do deals that no one else would do. They couldn't do. The risk is there. There we go. Energy sector falling flat. Remember, the producers of energy, we're one of the largest producers of energy, okay? America. Whether it be oil, whether it be wind, solar, and of course gas and natural gas. So with us pushing out natural gas to many pipelines in other foreign countries, we have to admit that maybe the Ukraine connection was just that, a pump on what it was. But the minute Trump wins the election, what happens to actual energy sector? It goes flat. It goes flat because maybe it's not meant to. Maybe it's not meant to rise up above the rest. You're the best around. Nothing's ever going to keep me down. That's all I can tell you guys. I don't know the songs, bros. All right. Carry. Regional banking. Not a fan of regional banking. I think they think they're going to be getting mergers and acquisitions in a whole nother department, but I don't see it. Transportation. Another one. Don't get it. I just had Spirit Airlines go bankrupt. What else are we talking about here, guys? Can't do it. IYR, real estate. That looks about right. Still plenty of room to move and get corrected. We'll see how it all works out. IWM, this is the one I talked about, mid-cap or small caps. Let's go and look at the 1 hour here. Guys, this is where your transition comes from. This is the pump into the markets themselves. This is via the Trump trade. Trump wins the election. Next thing you know, we think small companies are going to do well in America because Trump's going to go out there and back them. He's going to push back regulatory reform, and he's going to give you a reason to invest. Pushed all the way to 249, now pushing down on that backside. Let them figure it out on their own, guys. It's going to be tough for the kids out there that didn't understand what I said. There's no way you should be holding rates and an increase in your market like they are today for 60 days. There's no way. You can't sustain that level. And NASDAQ is one thing. NASDAQ's carried by the S&P. NASDAQ's carried by the Mag 7. Mag 7 has a bigger influx and impact on the NASDAQ because NASDAQ's only the 100 top companies. They literally are the top 7 companies within the NASDAQ itself. So that's why the index always holds true. And this is going to be your other part of that, the 21K, right? So from 21,182 down to 21 and some change, you're in a whole new world pushed up by those stocks. Now, right here is going to be equal weighted S&P 500. If all things being equal, guys, all things being equal to S&P, you would actually be down. You wouldn't be up. You wouldn't be talking about all-time highs, but you would be down over the last 3 days. And then, of course, here's your market where you're looking at it from a 1 hour standpoint. We'll go to the daily. What does it look like on the daily? It looks like we peaked. We touched over 6,000. They're calling for 61 price target. I'm looking at 6,000 right now as being the high. Because if all things were equal, this is what it would look like. Oh, wait, it almost does. That's how you know that the mid caps and the small caps were pushing. That's how you know that it's just not the big boys on the whole S&P. But, you know, the influx on NASDAQ is totally different. I saw big lots go up a little bit. 8 cents. Bankrupt company. Terrible investment. Get out of here. SPY, same thing. Here's Costco with all the bullish indicators to jump up. If you're not familiar why it's jumping up, I'll show it to you right here. Opening building after building. Let me go ahead and get it tight. Boom. So we showed this right here, this triangle. This is the Dorito of doom. That Dorito consolidates, it gets to the end, and bam, out of the zone. As it gets up out of the zone, guess what you have? You can have more Doritos. More Doritos, more flagpoles, and more pushing. So you might see some consolidation here from 962 down to 933. You might see it go down a little bit like this and then take back off again. It's just stair-stepping like the rest of this stock has done for the last 40 years. It's a phenomenal stock, okay? Now, AMC. Trash. If I ever had to look at this shit. See, it would have been a bullish pennant. It would have been it. It would have been great. But then when it got to the end of it here, it fell down to the ground. Fell down to the ground. Now here's another bullish pennant. You got straight up and then sideways. Down a little bit, sideways. I don't know how this is going to end. I don't know where it ends. But to break off to the plus side, upside, you better hope and pray Adam Aaron doesn't dilute and or exchange any more debt. Carvana, the biggest faker on the market. Carvana's fake. Carvana's pumped. Carvana's private equity. Carved out private equity. And if you don't believe me that Carvana's fake and not real, let me explain it to you guys really quick. Ruben, trust me, we have chicken nuggets nights too. Yes, we do. We'll go ahead and I'll read the chat right now in a minute. I just want to tell you this. Carvana is so fake because the insiders sold all their shares. Nvidia is so fake because the insiders sold all their shares. If these guys believed in themselves, they would actually keep the incentive to do the job a little better next quarter. Show profits for their investors. They wouldn't be cashing out themselves. The CEO of Carvana cashed out over $500 million worth of shares. That company doesn't net enough to make $500 million worth of shares. That is a godly amount of money. I just want you to know. And if you're ever worried, don't worry. They're going to carve out assets out of that company. They have a market cap of over $50 billion. Do you think, and I'm just asking you guys because I don't know much, right here, annual, okay? Do you think that because they have a revenue of $10 billion, you should be trading at 5x? 5x your revenue? Then we'll go to the balance sheet where they literally have total assets of $7 billion. So now they're trading, how many times of the $7 billion? They're literally trading at 7x market cap on their total assets. GameStop's total assets are $5 billion? $5 billion on total assets for GameStop. And maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's $6 billion. Well, look right here. GameStop's total, 2.7, that can't be real. Is that real? We're talking about GameStop right now? Where's their cash? Oh, they don't even have their cash on there. Oh, because it's quarterly. Oh, man. GameStop's actually at $5 billion. And so they only trade at, 5x? Not even that. 2x. 2x their total assets. Why does everybody get 5? And imagine if they traded 5. Imagine if they traded, oh, man, the price would be like $70, $80 a share. Nobody gives GameStop their fair share. By the way, GameStop versus liabilities of $1 billion, and they have $5 billion to make. They literally are 5x on that. And that's not even everything, guys. That's not even everything because I'm looking at the cash, and the $4.2 billion on cash is not correct. They actually have 4.6. So $400 million more dollars. They're literally at $6 billion on assets. GameStop looks great, by the way. That's the chart. Curling up, babe. Curling up. Yeah, I know. It's amazing, isn't it? All right, I gave you a complete rundown and workup of the whole market of why it is the way it is. We'll dial it in on some of this chat. I just want to say thank you to everybody who shows up back to the channel every night, hanging out with me. Thanks again, guys. Let's do it. 51, GameStop Elitist, thank you so much. Platoon Division reporting for duty. Michael Vanetti, I appreciate you, sir. Fall it at A's. Group attention. Half right, face. Front leaning rest position, move. Hey, cadets. Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You guys don't know. I just really did that's all the real calls. If you were a sergeant in the United States Army, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're in the Black Boot Army, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Double time. March left, right or left. Keep it in step. We love the double time. We do it all the time. Rock, steady, roll, ready. Bro, I be walking around my house just saying cadence after cadence after cadence, and I don't give a damn. Not at all. And what was that guy's name? Baby, I like your style. I just need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. No more time before I go. I apologize. You got a hold on me. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a drink. Then we'll read the chat and we'll get to you. Don't forget, it is Spanish Wednesdays. That's what we do. And then he wants me to sing Despacito? Nah. Trash. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Check out this chart I want to show you, okay? Now, this chart here, it shows you where inflation is and it isn't. On a 12-month range right now, the change is in car insurance. Car insurance is up 14%. I assure you it's higher than that. My car insurance went from $280 a month to $550 a month. I am not joking with you. I am telling you, an increase of almost $300. I about dropped my jaw when it happened. And you know what's going to happen, guys? Nothing. I'm just going to keep paying it. I'm just going to tell Gavin Newsom thank you and the commission chief thank you so much for this inflation, for this car insurance, because my home insurance went up. Home insurance went up triple. Auto insurance went up double. How can I live? Now, the next one is sports tickets. No, I don't care. Never been to a professional football game, barely been to basketball games, went to my first baseball game, and you won't get any money out of me on sports tickets. Health insurance, it's all priced in. I have really good health insurance, or at least I think I do, and I'll keep it going there. Pet services, God knows I don't want to do pet services. I have 1 cat and 2 dogs left. I've been through 3 cats and another dog. This is it, okay? Like Michael Jackson in his final concert, this is it. I am not having any more animals the rest of my life. My wife is well aware of this. I'm done, players. Unfortunate part, Tito was a baby when I found him, and Lovey's no different. We got these damn dogs for another decade at least, and they're long, and they're strong, and they're really getting the friction on. Water and sewage, 5%. I guess. I hate it. Rent, 4.6%. In whose world? What was it, Bobby's world? What is this? 4%. Are they talking about for the month or for the year? They're crazy. It's so much higher than 4%. Landlords out here trying to price gouge. They're telling people they're going to sell the house just to get them out of it, and then they go ahead and re-rent at a higher rate. I can already see it. I know all the tricks of the trade. Renters, beware. Personal care, 4.5%, sure. Electricity, 4%, sure. Airline fare, 4%. That is not true. Airline fare is so low. If you want to get a ticket from one place to the next, go shop it. The plane tickets are cheap. Tuition, what are you talking about, 3.5%? I live in Bidenomics. Don't they forgive my tuition? Don't we get free shit around here? They're crazy, bro. Food away. I don't even know what the hell that means. Live event ticks. Hey, Taylor Swift, how you doing? 4%, 3%. Now, how about 1,000% increase? Get out of here. Alcohol, 2%. I don't know if that's true. I don't really drink alcohol like that. I don't buy it like that. But I'm sure that's the case for some of you guys. And prescriptions, bullshit. Bullshit. All you guys have insurance for prescriptions, or you should. And if you don't, it's about $3 for generic prescription. Subscription. See, that's why my subscription fee to join the chat and channel is $3 a month, because that's the same price of a prescription when you have insurance. $3. I'm a generic YouTuber. I might just have a generic price point. $3, guys. So there you go. This is why PCE is so important, right? The CPI, I'm so sorry. The Consumer Price Index stating that inflation is flat across all 3 months, then it tells you that we're not decreasing on inflation. People are lying to you. Jerome Powell, you read the numbers wrong. You read the tea leaves wrong. And when Trump tells you to quit your job and get the hell out of the way, don't play hardball with me, buddy. Nobody wants you in the job, but just because you're the darling child of Carlyle Group and you used to be a principal investor at Carlyle Group doesn't mean that David Rubenstein and the rest of the world can navigate and tell the Fed what to do, yet Trump can't. We'll find out what type of pressure points you guys have in the Fed. We'll see how to dismantle this Fed. We'll see if Robert Kennedy Jr. wants to go ahead and help us out with this. But I'll tell you something different. I'm not believing in you. I saw you bail out commercial banking with an FDIC well beyond $250,000 in an account. You guys bailed out millions of dollars for no reason. And that was just last year during a banking crisis where we had more banks get shut down over the last 4 years than you did in all of 2008 and 9 and the greater financial crisis. So somebody needs to explain to me why banks are going down, why this world economy is crumbling, and yet I see all-time highs on every damn number. It's all nonsense to me. I want to know when stuff's going to crash, babe. I want to know when I'm going to see housing at 180,000 again. I want to know when I'm going to see mass layoffs. When I see 2 million people without a job, then I know I'm in inflation. Then I know I'm in a depression. I need something. But instead, we just pump and pump and pump. And what? For an election? All for what? For the greatest fear of my lifetime. And you know what the fear is? The fear is to blame Trump. The hate for Trump and the blame for it is coming. And if you guys want to crumble this world and economy just to save face, just to win, George Soros, come on down, babe. Come on down and ruin America like you want to. I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm going to shine a bright light on it. I own the hedge to your whole world. The hedge to this market is GameStop. I sound crazy. I sound like there's no way Marantz that a little company is doing this. And I ask you, have you been studying the markets? Have you been watching the charts for the last 4 years like we have? We watch it every day. We watch every tick. We watch every volume. We watch every single fluctuation between the broader markets and GameStop itself. Tell me why GameStop moves with the S&P 500 and they're not even in it. Tell me that. And I'll be here to tell you. Be like, oh, that makes sense. Makes total sense. What the hell, guys? Scoob, we got it. Get the van. We see the ghost. Good evening, Marantz from sunny Southern California. You know what, bro? I appreciate you. We got to look up some charts. We got to look up some stuff. We got to do our thing, if you know what I mean, Chili Bean. Here we go. Boom. GameStop, looking great at 25.55 in the after hours. Still going to be pumping up. It's still a problem for a lot of people. If you guys are not familiar, I'm going to extend my session really quick. Let's see what I have on a position here. Is it going to give it to me? Nope, I got to go back into it. Boom, boom. I always do that wrong. There we go. My position in GameStop is looking quite delicious. Hey, you ever call a man delicious? Yeah, that's what I call him, delicious. All right, balance. I'm at 24,000 and some change in my position. If you guys are not familiar with my position, I'll show it to you. I am literally up 7% on my total investment with GameStop. Feels kind of good, man. Feels kind of good that if I sold today, I would have to pay capital gains tax on around $1,500. $1,500 at 30%, 20%. I'm not going to be paying much. I'm going to pay about $300, and I'm going to make $24,000 because I've managed to put away so much money. I've managed to put away that hardcore money in there. It's vested money. It's my money, and if I want it to increase, all I got to do is stick around and chill. I have 911. 9/11, significant date for me and a significant amount of shares for me. I keep creeping and creeping and creeping just to get to that higher echelon of investing. I'm at my 4-year mark coming up in February. By February, I'd like to be at 1,000 shares. I have 3 months to get there, January, December, and November, this whole thing. February, some time frame if I can get there. So 4 months essentially. I got to stay true to my 1 share a day. I got to stay true to the price action. Doesn't matter if the price of the stock goes up. Guys, price of the stock's $26. I bought a share today. Bought a share yesterday, $26.26. My cost average has not gone up 1 penny, my cost basis, because I have that many shares and we have that much movement. So that's the position, guys. $24,000 worth of GameStop. Can we increase it? Can it go up? Yes, it can go up. That's just a starting point for me, but I have plenty of room to grow. Now, let's go look at GameStop, the website. GameStop, the website, has graded trading cards and all this other stuff, right? So you can, if you guys don't know what GameStop offers, the service itself, it's the lead page. You can get your cards graded at GameStop. You guys know that I have a graded Kobe Bryant rookie card that I had yesterday, but I'm giving it away for Christmas. I bought it for someone. So that card is put away. And then I gave my mom one, believe it or not. But I also have some cards that I want to get graded at GameStop. The card I'm going to get graded after I did all my homework and due diligence here with the chat with you guys I am going to get this card graded. I have to look for it. What in the world? So the Mookie Betts card, my buddy called and he was watching the show last night. The Mookie Betts, he says he wants the Mookie Betts, so I said I'll give it to him. I'll also give him the Shohei Ohtani card. But this card right here by Aaron Judge, some people are selling this card for $50 raw. Some have it for a bid, for an auction. This is the Aaron Judge Paw Patrol card. And I'm going to send it out just for fun to GameStop and get it graded and see where it ranks and see what type of money they'll give me. Now, GameStop, just so that we're clear, because I'm a huge supporter of the channel and everything we do, GameStop, I am going to trade in my cards. I am not going to keep them for me. I already paid to get them graded. Once I get graded and there's value more than the grading fee, I'm going to trade it in with you no matter what, so you guys have additional product to sell on a markup, on a good increase, and I feel like I'm doing you a great service by giving you margin per product. I paid for the service, I give you margin, and it makes the world go round. I'll then in turn buy more cards with that money that I get from grading and turning it around, and I'll look for another card to get graded. How's that sound? Now, right here, trading card gaming right here. So if you have a Pokemon card, Magic the Gathering, Disney Lorcana, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Star Wars, or Yu-Gi-Oh!, you can get them graded right here. $15.99 a card. You can use the $5 off monthly fee that you get off of there, as well as the $4.99 for shipping is absolutely free for pro members. So that's a good way to go. Now, this estimated turnaround time is 45 business days. That is not you know what the girl told me? I felt guilty. She said 2 weeks. I'll call you back in 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks? You guys kidding? We're turning them around in 2 weeks? I've seen a lot of turnaround times. If you have a baseball, football, basketball, combat sports, golf, and all the other cards, $20 a piece. $20 a piece, and the same thing. Find a store that does it. I have a store. I'm already in the mix of doing it. I've shown you guys the actual screen where it says I'm already there. I'm already ordered it, and I'm sending it off. So that's exactly what's happening here with GameStop. GameStop has it on the lead tab that you can get your cards graded by the PSA. GameStop and PSA have an official partnership, and I'm happy to announce that. Next, graded trading cards. When we left last night, GameStop had almost 4,000 cards of inventory for the world on graded trading cards, okay? I have to go ahead and skip up. I'm so sorry. Make sure that I have this. Yeah, I'm asking why it's overpriced. There we go. Okay, cool. Come in here trying to dunk on Marantz. Oh, is somebody talking? Random guy? Hi, how you doing, man? It's at a 1/3 the PE of GameStop. Oh, man. Are we doing this, guys? Do we have a guy who wants to talk? I remember Marantz made a video the other day saying Nvidia was overpriced at $76. Now it's doubled that. $76? Hold on. Nvidia at $76? We got to talk, dude. Nvidia at $76. You say you remember we made a video? Or we talked about that? Hold on. I want to play your game for a minute, bro. Just a little bit, okay? $76. When was the last time Nvidia was $76? Right around here. That was back in April. We're talking about April to now? Absolutely. Absolutely, it was overvalued then. Overvalued then, overvalued now. I wouldn't buy this thing ever. Ever. Nope. Can't do it. There's this thing called morals. I'll let you do whatever you want with your money, but morally, I won't do it. I'll never do it. I just want to make sure. Yeah, you're talking. I don't know what you're trying to do. Why not? Because I morally won't do it. You guys ever seen, like, people that protest certain stores or vendors or territories? I'm that. I'm not buying the Mag 7. I'm going to tell you the truth about the Mag 7 before we go on with GameStop, the website, okay? This is for all you guys out there in the investment world. The Mag 7 eventually will come corrected and then will come down. The reason they're going to have a correction is because the number one company in the world called Nvidia, the number one company, think about this, they came out of the ashes to be number one in the world. The only reason they're number one is because the other 6 Mag 7 stocks invest into it. At some point, those companies will stop spending. Once they've built their infrastructure, once they become competition with the company, it's going to turn, it's going to change. I'm going to show you something, okay? I'm not really good at this stuff, but I'm going to try. I'm going to show you a simple company on the NASDAQ. And we're going to look at the monthly chart, okay? I want to show you just how crazy this is. And there's a reason I'm showing it to you, okay? I want to show you this. All right? Well, then you're going to love this. All right, here's a company. Now, I want you to see this chart, okay? And I want you to see how this chart looks and takes off. This chart, I didn't even plan this conversation. You did, okay? This chart goes up, and it keeps going up. Look at this, up, all the way, Can you imagine being a stock at 9 cents, the equivalent of 9 cents, way down here, and to run all the way to the top of the equivalent of $55, the peak of the dot-com bubble? Can you imagine what that would be like for anyone in the world? Look at that run. Nvidia, for 7 to 8 years of complete domination of the internet. And what was told was Cisco Systems was the key component to propel the internet past the dot-com bubble. This company was the golden company of investing. Everyone went in on this company. At the peak of it all, they were there. Do you want to see what happens to a company? Stretch it all the way to now. Do you not see the fall? Or did you just miss it? Here, I'll show it to you in real time. Do you see the fall yet? Do you see the cascade from 55.14 all the way down, and over the next 2 years, a complete correction all the way down to $5 a stock? They lost 95% of their value in 2 years. And I'll tell you why they lost 95% of their value if you're willing to listen. It's because the competition was formed, it was built, and it was built to beat them at a better price, at a better eval, and it got clobbered. You wouldn't make your money back in this company unless you were invested for the next 20 years. Do you know what's going to happen to Nvidia? I'll be there to tell you. When it runs like this, all the way to the top of the mountain, just to retract down when it gets brought back down to earth by competition and those companies, those Mag 7, when they stop investing back into it. Now, I don't know the peak of the mountain, but I'd sure as hell hate to be holding on to it when it happens. Do you know what's the craziest part about this stock that people don't realize and people can't figure out is that the insiders sold 2 billion shares, $2 billion worth of shares already. Okay? I know the CEO, owner of this company, is worth $100 billion because of evaluations right now, because of the market right now. But he couldn't get that out of this. Do you know when people started buying this stock? Do you know when Wall Street started buying this and running with the ramp? Look at the volume. Look at the volume down here. Look down here. Do you see it down here? This was the increase in the company all in 2024. The darling of the market. You guys bought this thing up the whole time right here. Who's going to be the bag holders here? Who's going to hold this bag? I'm not. So while you guys talk about it's a great investment, to me, it looks like the peak. But AI is still going to be going another year. But eventually, Meta's going to kill it. Meta's going to take over Nvidia. Microsoft's going to come in for the cleanup. Google's going to do what they do. AMD and Intel just might become competitive. Something's going to happen on the downfall of this, and the insiders of Nvidia know it. But if you know about round tripping and you understand why Nvidia is peaking and showing profits, then you would know this. Wall Street is playing the game. Wall Street is pumping every single company, small AI company, that is investing money into Nvidia because they already own the long spot. They already own it because if you would have saw them buy in right here, where they bought in 2021, everybody bought in. Now here comes the pump. Here comes the pump. After they all buy in right here in this area, now here comes the pump. And they're investing money into those companies that are in turn investing money into Nvidia. And Nvidia's taking its profits and investing money right back into those same said companies. And it's just round tripping. And buy it all you want, bros. That's the next Cisco stock. I'm telling you. Study a little bit. All powered by Nvidia. Wouldn't doubt it. Impatient. This guy okay? they're begging Nvidia for GPUs. This guy's funny. I'll be here, man. You'll see. You'll see. You know what will happen, dude? Let me tell you something, man. This is like the greatest part about this channel. That I'm the only guy on YouTube still around. Right? I'm the only guy who's been doing it this long. And I've been right about 95% of the time, 99% of the time. I'm telling you. Watch them all. Watch all the videos you can. But I'll be here. And I'll be like this with my hands open. I'll be like, I told you. Hey. I'm still going to be here to tell you I told you. Like literally. It's funny. It's a good feeling. It's crazy. It's crazy. We look forward to your next troll account. Oh, the other guy? Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do, bro. He'll be all right. Frank, how you doing? Yep, gave you a chance. Bye-bye. Good job not owning Nvidia, even though you think it's undervalued, and keep it up going. Yeah, these guys, man. They all claim they want to talk about it, but they don't own it. Open up an online brokerage account. Funds are transferred, and I'm about to buy my first GameStop share. Skate or die, that is so cool, bro. Good luck with it all. What real-world value can AI currently provide? Because as it stands, it's nowhere near the companies like Nvidia claim on their reports. There's no return on investment for what they're actually offering and selling. AI bubble is massive. Correct. There's an executive order for microchips. Cool, bro. Executive orders aren't going to get you there. I don't know how feasible you think Nvidia is. Even to make 1 trillion market cap isn't crazy overvalued. Yep, 24 billion share float on Nvidia. Wild. Marantz being too nice tonight. Yeah, you know, I turn over a new leaf, guys. See, all you people coming in here who attack Marantz and brag about something, you have conviction in some other stock, but you never post proof. There you go. I went to GameStop tonight. They ran out of the new Pokemon packs. I missed out. Because I can, I'm aware, dude. I'm aware. Yes. SC or SMCI, their biggest holding, and they're about to get delisted. Oh, yeah, and they're about to get margin called. They're about to get called, if you don't know. These people don't understand that Marantz isn't talking about just the stock price. Correct. You can't even give a reasonable thesis for how Nvidia isn't overvalued at even 1 trillion market cap. Yeah, without a doubt. Bye-bye, random. We look forward. There we go. Nvidia at 76 is overvalued, and 140 is grossly overvalued. Yes? Marantz, why do you think GME will go up 3 clicks? Robert, because I keep buying it and you keep buying it. That's why. I think we're doing quite well. But let me talk about the stock for a little bit. Let me talk about the website for a little bit. We'll talk about that for a moment, right? This is a great website, guys. I don't know if you've been here, GameStop.com. They sell cards. Let's get the newest update, oldest. Here we go. What card was that? Taylor Hendricks, Blue Fast Break. That's not bad. Charizard card coming. Pokemon 2021 celebrations. Cool. More Pokemon. Hey, a lot of Pokemon here are going to be selling. I don't have a problem with that either. Pretty soon they're going to have a Brock Bowers on here, and they're going to have a Aaron Judge Paw Patrol card. I'm telling you now, bros. I'm just like that. 39.43, almost 4,000 cards on file. I love it. I love that. Oh, here we go with the options, guys, on GameStop. Currently in the money, 11,000, which is a good part. Dude, if we could ever get to $30, that would be wild, huh? You know, it is my birthday tomorrow. I think GameStop gets to $30. Close out that gamma ramp. Really do what it does. But here you go. 11 plus 16 makes it 27, 28, 29, 32, 33, 35, 36, 36. So about 36,000 contracts in the money right now? Or is that's volume? My bad. Open interest is over here. My fault, guys. So 7.9 right there, 8.5 plus 7, 15, 17, 27, 28, 34, 30, let's call it 38 for kicks, 43, wow, 44, 45, 47, 57, 67, 77,000, 80,000 contracts in the money right now. 80,000 contracts at this price point at $26. 80,000 contracts. That's huge. If we can get it over here, we can get an additional at $30, additional 27,000. But then you get the 10, 16. You get another 20 right there. So 20 all the way up to 29. So yeah, you can get 100,000, 120,000 contracts. Just depends how high you want it to go. But I'm here for you guys. I'm here for all that smoke. I really like that we can get it to 26 and get the 9,000 there. Maybe get to 27 and get the 8,300. Those are huge amounts of contracts that are going to the money, and that can produce a gamma ramp. But we'll see how it all works out. There's the charts, there's you, and there's the chat that I get to read. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and read the chat so I can go to bed, and I can wake up tomorrow and be 1 year older. As you guys know, tomorrow is my birthday. I don't know if I'm going to be live at the nighttime. I've got a life to live. I've got a family, and the only thing I want for dinner, I hope my wife's listening. I know they'll try to tell you, oh, you want to go out? You want something? Now, here's what I want, guys. My wife makes the best pasta. When I say pasta, I'm talking about this penne pasta with meat and sauce. And the sauce that she makes is has arrabbiata in it. It's very spicy Italian sauce. If you ever go to the market and you can find arrabbiata sauce, I think you should buy it. It's that good. And I really hope that she can make dinner tomorrow because it's my favorite. It's now my new favorite dinner. It's what my wife actually made in Vegas when we were staying. She cooked the best meal, better than the damn restaurants we were going to. But there you go. Because we've been in it for 4 years, mate. They're trying to tell you, Robert. That's why we're going up. You're the man. Keep it up. GME long term, my friend. Absolutely. The executive order for more competition for microchips to make them cheaper and more affordable. The new Cisco. Thank you, Bit. Yeah. Bic is telling you, man, because I can. Can I get Spanish happy birthday song? Feliz cumpleaños? I don't know. Feliz Navidad. Yeah, I don't know. Just wondering how that chart works. That's how it works, bro. Earnings is going to be lit. $30 tomorrow. I'm looking for $42 tomorrow. Speaking of Pokemon, where's that Pikachu clown at? Sergio, that's hard, bro. That's hard. I don't know, man. Yeah, people want to buy those 151 cards. If you're not familiar, they're out there for Pokemon. It's the original Pokemon cards, the original 151s. And just new artwork, new cards. But, hey, the collectors and people want to buy them. That Brock Bowers won't last long. There you go, pushing. If it hits, we may see 35 or higher. Let's do that. I'm going to Japan next month. Oh, cool. And looking to start collecting Pokemon cards again with my kids. Haven't collected since I was a child. That is so cool. If it touches 30, it may re-enter into the support zone after. Marantz, you think you can get another 1K before GameStop takes off? You think you can get another 1K before GameStop? Like me? Tomahawk. No. Can I get another 1K into it? I don't want to spend my money right now. There's something that I have going on personally, and I don't know the outcome just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and sit on my cash. Having one share a day helps, but if I could sprinkle on, and just splash the pot, I'd love to. I'd love to jump on it right now. But I'm sitting on cash, and I'm waiting for something to even out. I'm also waiting to pay off this car that I have 3 payments on. There's just a lot of life left between my wife and I, and we're trying to map it all out, okay? So thank you guys. Happy early birthday, Marantz. Thank you so much. Creating helpful initiatives to produce semiconductors, CHIPS Act in 2022. Enjoy your trip to my country, my bro. There you go. Chicken nuggets from frozen burritos. I wouldn't mind. How are you celebrating, Marantz? I'll probably be live on the chat and the channel with you guys, or at least I'll try to be. You know that. Thank you. Would you happen to know if Pokemon centers still have many 151 boxes available? I don't know over there what they do. Maybe he knows. I have no idea about the Pokemon situation in Japan. My kids don't even play Pokemon. It's my 50th birthday today. Today, Burton, congratulations, man. Happy birthday, dude. Sorry, I'm not in the loop when it comes to Pokemon. Yep, good luck, man. No worries. I'm looking forward to exploring it all on my own while I'm there. Thank you. Praying for you, whatever it is. Oh, thanks, man. Happy birthday, bro, in advance. There we go. Look at this. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Thanks for supporting the channel. Your knowledge and your life inspiration means a lot in a different time in my life. You and GameStop are the champions. Guys, I'm always blessed. I never know the impact I have on you as a viewer, as a follower, a member of the channel. But I just say, I'm always humbled by it. I really am. I get messages. I have people make videos, and they send me stuff. And I had the pleasure of talking to Jay. I talked to Jay tonight on the phone for maybe like 30 minutes to an hour before I went live. And Jay and I, we have a lot of common ground on a lot of issues. And I brainstorm and I think it through. And I just try to get some of the jitter out, I had a massive headache when I got home. I had a migraine pumping like you guys could never imagine. And it's to a point where I want to take a knee. I want to vomit. Like even now I'm nauseous. I have a lot, like I said, I have a lot going on, a lot of unresolved anxiety. It has nothing to do with the stock. It has everything to do with these decisions that I make in life, moving forward with my career, with my YouTube career. Oh my God. Trying my best just to put my best foot forward every night. I know you guys want to see an increase of me, and I'm trying to weigh out that equilibrium with my wife and with my children and parlay that into a YouTube, avenue of something I could do that would be beneficial for my family, myself included. So I'm just taking it step by step. I really am. I've been afforded these opportunities to be in front of you. And I'm going to do what's best for me and for you, and I'm always going to put you guys in that little small circle of mine because you guys are so cool about GameStop. So just know that I eat, sleep, and breathe GameStop. I live it. I have it. I have it tattooed on my arm for a reason. It's a livelihood for me, and I have, like I said, I've got some decisions to make. So. I don't know, guys. One day I walk in here and I'm like, I'm a full-time YouTuber, guys. This is it. No more work. No more. I'm here with you. That's not the case. That's not where I'm at. I still have to make a living with the family and do what's right for my wife and I. And but you can do it in different ways. So hopefully you guys see the growth of the channel. It's organic. It's real. And I just want to say I thank you. I thank you for all the support. I really do. And that's what this is. This is a community of love, acceptance, and support. So I can just tell you thank you. I love you guys, and I appreciate all the support. About 40 shares away from 1K. Probably will get there within the next few paychecks as long as it doesn't go before it took almost 4 years to accumulate to get there. Yeah, Movier, I'm with you, man. I'm trying my best. My brother-in-law gave me 151 Elite Pokemon box. Got some Charizards. There you go, man. Happy birthday. Thank you guys for that so much. Yo, happy birthday. Thank you. Yes. Marcelo Strong. You hit that weight challenge. Yeah, we did it, but, everybody in the weight challenge that we did at work, everybody gained weight. We did a weight loss challenge, and we all gained weight. It was pretty cool. Impressive. You mean 51 shares, and you are 40 shares away from 51 shares. Yes. Hi, sir. How are you today? I'm doing well. Sorry. I'm sorry that you came back 2 days in a row. I want to personally bless every single diehard GameStop ape. Well, we will ride Moas. Wow. Okay. Cool, man. Sounds amazing. Happy birthday. Power to the players. Power to GameStop. There we go. Adding more GameStop shares for tax purposes. I want to sell cash secured puts on GME. What do you think? I don't think. I don't care. Nasari, let me tell you something, bro, okay? You'd be put on timeout right now. And the reason is I don't care what you do. Like what you do financially with your position, that's on you. I buy shares, man. I invest in a company that I love. If you want to sell cash secured puts, let me tell you something, okay? For all you guys out there that are, this is a way for me to make money. Sell covered calls, sell cash secured puts. It's the best thing you can do. Let me tell you something about the best thing you can do. Who's buying your put? That's my problem. If I don't play this game of derivatives, if I'm not out there selling covered calls, but I'm going to make some money and they're never going to go into the money. I'm okay to roll out of it. Who's buying your call? Is it Richard Newton? Is this why he's crying because the prices will go up and he lost all his money on options for the week? Like, I don't do this. I invest money into companies. That's it. I don't play this game, this guessing game, this gambling game. And they couldn't play it either if you weren't involved in it. Happy birthday, brother. I just admire your dedication and devotion to this movement in the GameStop. You're welcome. I try my best. Tattoo when GameStop passes 100. Well, then do your thing. You're an inspiration, man. I'm down to get a tattoo at 100. Oh, you guys. Hey, be a real man. I got a tattoo at $10, okay? Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here at 100. One guy goes, I'd get the tattoo after you made $1 million. That's when I would do it. I said, bros, I get the shit now. I'm talking to existence. We love you and all that you do. Extremely grateful. You are the best. Thanks. Nazari, the wrong channel for you. This is a life and a mindset channel, not a financial advice channel. Go get a CPA coach. Yeah, because I can. Let them know. I pulled the trigger and got 4X, which still adds up to 51. Yeah. Shares are forever DRS squad. Oh, man, this guy. Hey, Body, you've been saying good things all night up until about the last 3 hours, bro. Last 3 minutes. It's been tough. The whole ape talk and now DRS talk? Oh, no. Cash secured puts after hearing about GameStop being the best position in 4 years. Yeah. Can't hate on Newton. Apparently he has 39K. Let me tell you something. You can hate on a lot of things. Doesn't matter about position. Mindset. Certainly if you have a platform. You have a platform, you have people watching, and your mindset is to bitch and moan and complain about the leadership and your direction. Maybe you didn't see the video he made after GameStop. What? I didn't even know you were doing it. And my wife didn't even wait for my birthday. She actually made the pasta tonight. She made my man, damn. Oh, shit. Birthday early, bros. Hold on. I got to get it. Oh, my God. Guys. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Guys, this video ain't for you. Oh, man. Whew. Bro, let me tell you guys, with this cheese on top, guys, it's so spicy. This pasta has so much flavor because of this arrabbiata sauce. And the meat, Damn, brother, you're lucky you got leftover pizza. Not me. I don't eat like that, bro. I eat real food. Oh, my God. Okay. Good stuff, chicken and rice. No, I agree. I ate shiitake dragon missed soup with soba. Share the recipe. I don't know, man. He said, your East Coast birthday is in an hour. Happy birthday, and thanks for your dedication. Carter, thank you, brother. Oh, man. $42. Hey, you know what's crazy? Hey, let's take a bet right now. Over or under. How many think Rico's going to call me and say happy birthday? I bet you Rick don't call me and say happy birthday. I bet everything. Oh, my God. Oh, bro. Give me here 69. Yeah, Rico ain't doing it. I forgot. I honestly forgot, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. It's so damn good. Bro. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Can I tell you guys something? Like real before I talk about Reek. I'll talk about Reek in a minute. Hold on. I know a lot of you guys are married. Okay? And you guys have to explain to your wives about GameStop, about video games, about Pokemon cards, football cards, Marantz Rantz, the show you guys watch, and they're like, what the hell? I hope and pray that your wife or your husband cooks so good that you don't give a shit about the bitching, about the complaint. My wife could say whatever she wants to me right now, and I'll be like this. I'll be like, oh, really? And then what'd she say, babe? Or what'd she say? Huh? No way. Oh. Yeah? I'm not going to believe it? What? You want me to guess? Okay, hold on. I'll guess right now. Hold on, babe. Do you see? Hold on, baby. Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Oh, no, I heard you. Yep, that's your mom. Yep. Oh, my God. Check this out. I actually forgot that I had a twin brother. I forgot that my twin brother was born on the same day as me. I didn't even know it was his birthday, bro. I go a whole day not knowing. On the third bow, yeah. Bro. Rico's in the upside down, bro. That guy's not even real. Oh, my God. I'm about to be, guys. I can't even eat this. This bowl is so big and heavy. Oh, my God. You know, I called this meal. This is how you know the universe is talking to me. I said, guys, I want that meal for my birthday tomorrow. Now what the hell do I do tomorrow? Applebee's, 2 for $20. No. God, no. My God. Great Scott. Oh. It's so good, Robert. Like, Robert, I'll tell you how good my wife's food is. This is how good my wife's food. I swear to you, I'm not even joking with you. This is how good my wife's food is. When I met my wife, I used to be skinny like Tetron Invest. I was skinny. No, I wasn't that skinny, but I was like 190. I'm like 240, 250 right now. I'm a whole ass house. Can't move me. Swear to God, I'm a house. And I wear well. You know, I got them thick. I didn't skip leg day, bro. I got them legs. And tomorrow dinner is already planned, and yes, I'm cooking. No Applebee's. Thank God, Mom. Yeah, I live out, so I got to cook. Yeah, way out, so I got to cook. Yeah, that's cool. What happened to your wake up regimen? Oh, BB, I had to give it up, bro. Wifey started cooking every night. I don't know what to do. Yeah. If I didn't know, honestly, guys, I could never be skinny. You know what? I just gave up. I could do it. My cheekbones come out and I start looking good again. But my wife makes homemade tamales. Like Does yours? I swear to God. Just like you'll be sitting there and be like, yeah, I'm going to make some tamales. Huh? What? Okay. Shit like that. Like, I'm not joking, guys. I'm not joking. But I work out days so I can eat whatever I want. No, who works out? Who has time to work out? I don't have time to breathe, bruh. I'm going to bed after this. I'm having a birthday tomorrow. And I want prayers. I really need prayers tomorrow. That's where I'll leave it. I have a lot coming up over the next couple of weeks and months for myself. And I want to make sure I do the right thing. I want to make sure I seek the right guidance. And I want to make sure I'm not too impulsive. And that can be scary, even for me. But there you go. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Blessings to you. Thank you. All right, guys, check it out. I'm going to get going. I appreciate the chats. I appreciate all the love and support of the channel. Thank you to the guys who support the crew the way you do, whether you're liking, subscribing, and or joining the chat and the channel, man. I really appreciate you guys. GameStop, we're up. Looks good. Looks great. I couldn't ask for more. I understand that it's Spanish Wednesday, and I only played like 1.5 Spanish songs type style. But, you know, it's just one of those things where I'm sitting here and I don't necessarily want to play Spanish songs all the time. Depends whatever I got going. But if I'm going to play one for you, it's one that was my grandma's favorite. And I don't care. I don't care one damn bit what y'all say to me. I'll play what I want. And it's called... Well, I know what it's called, but I can't find it. Oh, that might be it. Oh, found it. You're done. All right, guys. Found the song. Shout out to my grandma who didn't speak English. But you know what? She produced some really badass kids and some dynamite grandkids. And those dynamite grandkids turn 42 tomorrow. Shout out to Reek. Shout out to my pops. Happy birthday, brother. Do whatever the hell you want to do. It's your damn birthday. Yeah. It's going to be a good that you need a prayer. Yeah, I you know what, guys? I'm telling you now. I need those prayers. I do. God bless you guys. And keep grinding. Keep grinding. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. And I love you guys. Peace.